Ben.
I'm sorry!
Stop just smashing buttons!
I don't care about anything. I just want to smash. Anyway. Back to talking about whatever it was we were talking about.
What were we talking about? I don't know. You know who's cool?
Yeah.
The Hulk. Because you said smash and it made me think of the Hulk. He's, I'd say, my
secret lover.
Third favorite superhero.
Well, who's your favorite?
I got a nuke at the perfect time. Spooderman.
Oh,
yeah.
Of
Just
course.
in general.
Of course, it's Spooderman.
Yeah. My favorite.
Why?
I guess realistically, because I grew up with a whole bunch of media surrounding Spooderman as a character, and I was into it, and it was fun and well made. So it was like, I like Spooderman. He's really cool. But then I got into his comic book character, just like reading stuff online. Jeez, Ben, throwing your phone everywhere. God,
just trying to
what's wrong with you?
I'm
oh my
dying.
God, you're dying,
I'm just
Ben.
trying to turn the volume down.
It's on vibrate. What do you mean turn the volume down?
Because the mic's gonna pick up on the vibrate.
But anyway, I got into his character more, like watching videos and stuff online, and yeah, I like Spooderman. He's cool. He's a very sympathetic character.
Yeah, he's kind of a simple guy too. It's not like he doesn't really take himself or really anything seriously.
That's his shtick. Wait, this is the new thing. Kinetic Inverter. Pushes enemies away whenever you take damage? What? Okay. That sounds nice. Reaper bullets. We need damage. Lightning bolt or regen?
Let's go regen. We've been having some issues with our health. Too much fast food.
Faster shooting.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is Thor, to be honest.
Thor?
Yeah, I like Thor. I have to say, I wasn't entirely happy with the way Thor was portrayed in Endgame. Because I was enjoying his character a lot in Ragnarok and in Infinity War, but I kind of feel like he sort of became a joke in Endgame. It was kind of a shame. I was developing a lot of sympathy for him. He lost so much. I
think it's trying to portray him as like he is not just breaking like he was at the beginning of the movie when you see him like brooding after everything that's happened.
Yeah, but I liked that Thor because...
Well, it's also 5 years after. He's moved on in a way that's very unhealthy, and he realizes that, which is why he decides he needs to go somewhere, as in... He has that whole moment with,
Freya.
Not Freya. Was it Freya?
His mother?
No.
Who?
With, at the end. Valkyrie.
Oh, yes.
Where he's like, I need to learn, like...
You just
gotta... What was it? He has to learn to be what he is and not what he's supposed to be? Or something, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But that's the moment, like, he's gonna turn back to that, I think. Now that he's realized, like, that's me. I'm not here to be a leader and rule and sit in a throne, which is now a little shanty, little shack.
Yeah.
On the side of a cliff with a lot of beer. He has to go do things.
Yeah, he's not fit to sit on that. Valkyrie is.
Exactly.
No, but, actually, I really did like the scene with his mother, though. Oh, God. The scene with his mom, because, I don't know, I think that's... There needed to be some closure there, and I feel like since the Dark World, there really wasn't enough closure with his mom.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like that was a really good scene.
I really like the whole thing where it's like she knew that he was from the future, and he was like, he's just like, no, I'm not from the future, and she was like, I was raised by witches, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, both she and Odin can see everything. Neither of them would ever be fooled. If we're going strictly by Norse mythology.
Yeah. Oh, let's level up.
I'm actually thinking we probably shouldn't have leveled up. We should have saved it, because one of us might die soon.
I'm about to escape. I'm sure we can level up again soon, because we're only in the early levels.
One of us might have died.
And plus, kinetic inverter's awesome. It knocks people back when you get hit. That. It's awesome. I love it.
Sorry, should have said something.
No, it's fine.
These laser bugs are not... They're not fun to be around. They're really pissing me off.
You gotta use your special more.
I was.
You got
I'm
3
almost
more charges,
out.
Yeah.
We need more nukes.
We need a mech. Ow. Teleport. Triple teleport. Oh, I died. It's alright. You can level up now.
Okay. Revive.
Boy. Right.
Oh, well, how? Okay, I got stuck. So we've got the laser bugs, the fire snakes. This is really heating up. No pun intended.
I need to get Tesla shotgun.
Oop.
Yeah.
More goop bugs.
Get in here. There's a nice little nook.
All right. Top it. Get out. Go.
Jesus. You can drop barrels, explosive barrels.
I'm dead. Oh, okay.
And,
Radiator or special master? Let's go with special mastery.
Yeah.
Oh god, I respawned right... I respawned right in the middle of those, crustaceans. Okay. So there was something we brought up in a previous...
Mech.
Yes.
Continue.
There's something we brought up in a previous video, though. Because we were talking about the horror genre, but we were actually mostly discussing Lovecraft.
Yeah.
We did discuss a little bit of horror tropes, but I don't think we really got into it. I know we've had out of video. Oh my god. Out of video, we've had some serious discussions of the horror genre and our disappointment in it.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's not all of it, but just so much of it is just relying on the same thing. It's too predictable. Like, they put you, there's no like sense of unease because they're like conditioning you to feel a certain way during certain kinds of scenes, and you're just used to it.
Do you ever notice in horror movies too, and like 90% of them, nobody acts like a human being?
Yeah.
We already have monsters in them, but I don't find the people are really people.
That does happen a lot, doesn't it?
It's almost like horror writers don't actually know how...
Oh my god, I died again. Sorry.
They don't know what real people are like.
What? The extra barrel. Thought you forgot the code.
You know, this is not just in horror movies, but in general. You know what I'm actually really, really getting sick of in movies?
What?
The bullies. Just bullies. Just putting bullies in movies. They just put them there so you can you can sympathize with the main character, so that when he gets his superpower, or when things start going his way, you know. I'm just kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like it's been done to freaking death. And the bullies aren't even bullies, they're more like psychopaths.
Yeah, usually. They usually end up trying to kill them at some point. Like, for real, like, murdering them.
They do. But the writer, the horror writer or the writer in general makes you think, oh, this is normal. That's just how bullies are. No. What bullies have you dealt with? I've never had a bully try to run me over with his car. Or shank me in the thigh.
Like, I don't want to make light of bullying or anything, but like, just the portrayal in movies is kind of... It's like, it's always the same thing.
It's cliched, and a lot of it's very antiquated, because there's been kind of a paradigm shift today between jock and nerd. Hell, a lot of jocks are nerds now. It's okay to be a nerd today, so bullies are starting to thin out.
I don't know, maybe we're just not seeing the kind of bullying that people deal with since we're past that, like,
that stage.
That stage, yeah. We're not in that social circle, so we don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe bullying evolves and we don't notice it.
I know there's
sure
cyberbullying.
What'd you get?
Kinetic, yeah. But anyway, back to the horror genre, because I kind of went on a tangent there with bullies.
Don't bully people. It's bad. Just don't do it.
Yeah, it's kind of
a douchey move. Just don't be a bully.
Well, the thing is, in the past, bullies used to be portrayed as cool.
Yeah.
If you look at the Fonz, he was basically a bully.
Level up again.
What was it? Saved by the Bell. Zack was a bully. He wasn't anything but a bully, but that was cool. He was a cool bully. And nerds, they deserved it. Because they're nerds. They know stuff. And they like comic books.
Boo, comic books. Ew.
Therefore, they deserve to die.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
there's so much fire.
I mean, to be honest, Zack put his friend, crap, I can't think of his name. Skeeter. No, not Skeeter. Yeah, it was Skeeter. Scooter? Scooter, because Skeeter was from Doug. He's endangered his life a few times. But it was funny!
I'm just a nerd. Who cares?
Yeah. I'm dead. It's up to you. I'm gonna let you go on about the horror genre, though, because I kind of stole the thunder there with the bully.
Oh no, that's fine. It's just like, one thing that I'm tired of, I know everyone says this, and it
level up and bring back.
Yeah, and it sounds like I'm being like...
No, revive me.
I know, we had multiple levels up.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that. I know I don't want to sound like I'm being like a horror elitist. I mean, I've barely seen any horror movies, like, in comparison to real horror buffs, you know.
Right.
But I'm tired of jump scares. They're just boring. They're not creative. They just make you get an uncomfortable feeling in your chest for a couple seconds because you got startled.
Right.
But that's it.
It's just relying on simple human instinct. That's all.
Yeah, like, you something flashes in front of you and you hear a loud blaring noise. That just means, hey, scream here. It's like, okay. There are good kinds of jump scares. Like, if something sets you, like, in a mood before anything happens, so it's like, I don't know how to explain it. You're just, like,
right,
on edge beforehand. It's not just like a sudden blaring, startling noise.
I feel like the jump scare has to be earned.
Yeah.
And do not rely on it. Use it very sparingly.
Let's level up. You need something.
Yeah, I know. We could actually use...
Dodging.
Do you want to get Supplier? Because I feel like we're kind of having issues with...
Power up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, yeah.
Yes, and you know, a lot of the jump scares are just fake outs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, she's silently creeping up to the door to unlock it for like 30 seconds, and then suddenly somebody knocks on the door, and they're like, oh, hey, Karen, and you're just like, oh. Alright.
She just turns around and it's her friend.
Yeah, her friend.
Hell, if you think about it, Endgame used a jump scare at it when Thor turned around and his mother was there.
Yeah, and it was funny though. Like the point of it was to be to startle you, to be like, whoa, how did she get there?
Right,
and then you're like, oh,
the fact
she's a
that
freaking witch.
A non-horror movie used a jump scare. It's like, so maybe we shouldn't be relying on those if just anybody can do it. That's why you and I love Lovecraft so much. That's why he's Lovecraft and not Hatecraft.
Exactly.
We've already mentioned this. I don't want to go into it again too much.
Orbs,
but
I don't know where those came from. that for me? I think it might have been. Orbs.
But
it
no,
is for me.
no jump scares because it relies solely on disturbing you.
It just hurts your heart for a second. You're just like, ah, God, Jesus. Adrenaline's up for literally no reason. There's no payoff. There's no, like, it didn't add anything. Now I'm just uncomfortable.
Right. Although if you think about it, it's easier, or probably it's actually harder to scare somebody in literature because you really can't use jump scares in literature. There's nothing. Jump scare is a very visual thing.
You can use them. I'm tired. I guess what I should say is I'm tired of the fake outs. Fake out jump scares.
Well,
like you said a jump scare is earned. Like it has to be fitting to the situation.
Right.
I'm tired of the jump scares, like I said, where it's just like, oh, nothing's happening. It's a horror movie, so anytime it gets quiet, you're like, oh wow, something's gonna happen,
yeah.
And then at that point, you're just like, you can do anything, and it's a jump scare. Those kinds I hate, where it's just like, oh, get spooked, haha. And
right. Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It's just this heavy reliance on jump scares. It's lazy writing. It means I don't have to actually. All we got to do is a visual thing. I don't have to write anything that's actually going to make somebody uncomfortable and make them think.
And what I was saying when I level up so I can revive. And what I meant when I was saying that some jump scares are okay is it's like if you have a character in a haunted house or whatever, if that's like the premise of your movie, and they're like quietly walking down a hallway and there's an actual like ghost in the house as part of the premise, it makes sense for there to be a sudden noise of the ghost doing something. All right, fine. You got me. The character was on edge, I was on edge, and it's actually something happening with, like, don't just make it a noise. Like, make it important in some way. I don't know.
Well, and a noise isn't bad either.
I could just be
nitpicking. A noise isn't bad either because it's a little subtler. I'm dying. Okay, I'm alive. It's subtler because it's not showing you the ghost. But it is letting you know something is there and something's wrong.
I hate the blaring music cues.
Yeah.
Where it's just the sudden string, like a sting of just a bunch of string instruments going, bah!
Yeah.
At the exact moment.
The music is telling you how you're supposed to feel.